Welcome back. After much deliberation, we decided that I think I had the only song that's even remotely about a couple, so this might just have to be a random one.
Random.
Because both of you threw in fucking wild cards.
Mm-hmm.
And we just did a very copyright-friendly off-camera listen to each song.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was rewatching the video for Invisible Touch, and I forgot how much, like, cool dad energy Phil Collins has.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, by the time because this is an old video, but by the time they made it, he was already, like, you could see his hair was thinning.
Yeah.
But he's still, like, jamming out. I was like, that's cool dad energy.
You know
right
you're a cool
there.
dad when Disturbed covers your music.
Did they?
Yeah.
What song?
Land of Confusion.
Land of Confusion. I
Yeah.
don't think I've heard the original of
I
that.
have both on my phone. We'll do a copyright-friendly listen.
Yeah, I was
between
about to say,
episodes
maybe
again.
not right this second.
I got both the people I want at the same table.
Oh my goodness.
Make them fight for your love. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that.
Go, Lefty. Go with that mouse. No, no. Watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go.
Yeah, use that tongue.
He does this every week or so, whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names.
Go, Slither. Go, Bendy. Go, Sanchez. Go, Snake Snake.
Sanchez is my favorite.
What?
Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling, "Boring, this is nothing compared to earthworm eating contest," or "Snake, snake, 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 eat that food and stay awake."
What am I reading right now?
No, the problem is, who do I want to go for?
Oh, you went for Wolf Boy last time.
And then I had to go for Damian.
True.
Because they forced Damian onto you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go for Vera, though.
What? There are more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. Earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time, with thousands of players in each game.
Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go?
Anywhere there's dirt.
Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places.
So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports that game. Or whatever.
I will, Vera. I will.
I swear, one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice. Get him, Nick Mutt!
Well, good. Alright, come here, you.
You sit down with Zoe and Miranda. Miranda is paying you no attention to eating her... Miranda is paying no attention to her eating surfs, and Zoe is paying too much attention to them.
What are you doing, Zoe? Don't you know how rude it is to oogle another woman's eating surfs?
I am not ogling. I'm researching for my fanfic.
My dear, when it is about royalty, it is not called fanfic, it is called propaganda.
What? Oh, I'm not writing about you right now. I'm writing about your eating surfs.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna really dive into their inner lives, their hopes, their dreams, their desires.
Oh, don't be silly. Surfs don't have any of those things. Do they, surfs?
Jesus, that look on her.
Yeah. The eating surf's eyes dart between Miranda and Zoe, terrified. Should they speak, or just shut up and eat? You're right, Miranda, most surfs don't have thoughts or feelings, only really expensive and rare ones do. Or make menacing eye contact with two surfs, silently place a piece of sushi in your mouth, and chew violently.
Oh. Sure. Wait, why is that her? Why was the other one...
Yeah.
If I'm eating a fish, then wouldn't...
You're threatening her surfs, I guess, to stay silent because you're eating a fish in front of them.
But then what would the other thing be?
I think
How does-
either way it would have been...
Because
No,
the
it
other
wouldn't
one
have been.
seemed...
Well, you already have two things with her and one with her.
Maybe it
You'll be
was
fine.
sarcasm.
Yeah.
Okay.
since Miranda's eating serfs do a thing. I'm sorry for what
Right.
I'm about to say, but your show of intimidation really makes Miranda serfs clam up.
Oh, yes. Subtle threats of violence, a true sign of royal lineage.
What is it with mortals and not wanting their flesh eaten? Such a weird hang-up.
If by weird you mean useful for controlling the masses, then I suppose I agree.
The eating serfs try their best to ignore you as they stuff food into their quivering mouths. You feel like you did the right thing, but you don't have much of a conscience, so that's not saying much. Anyway, Miranda's happy.
I do not feel like I did the right thing.
It's only to get extra hearts during this phase, so it doesn't.
Right, but I didn't want extra hearts on her.
I know.
Oh no, do I want to go Polly or no, Robot?
You already went for Polly, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Robot now. Friend Damian, I am having trouble getting a positive ID on the objects in your possession. Would you declare their components?
Sure thing, bro. What I have here is a can of gasoline, a lot.
Wait, a can of gasoline is pockets?
Big pockets.
A whole ass can.
Maybe it's a little can.
Does it say in his pockets, though?
Yes.
What I have here is a can of gasoline, a lighter. Where does it say pockets?
In the last
last
one
screen,
when
yeah.
the robot
Okay.
guy was saying it,
What is in your pockets?
and then Damian said,
A whole ass can of gasoline.
Okay.
What is that, like an infinite fucking bag?
"Oh, are we
Like-
going?" This
Oh,
is-
I have to hit the button. I'm sorry.
Yes.
For some reason, I'm just sitting there waiting for somebody
Yeah,
else
for
to
some
do it.
reason.
And the grin of a madman about to set a cafeteria table on fire.
I comprehend now. It would seem to me that the most logical extrapolation is that you were about to set a cafeteria table on fire.
Damn, Calculester. How much plus smarts must you have to figure that mystery out?
My intelligence cannot be calculated using your overly simplistic methods. However, my morality module indicates that setting a cafeteria table on fire is not within the bounds of acceptable school behavior. In fact, it seems to me in my metaphorical but not literal heart that it is not nice.
Did I say that it was gonna be nice? No, I said it was gonna be awesome.
Running back conversation to check for phrase, gonna be awesome. Error, phrase not found. No, friend Damian, you never said it was going to be awesome.
I didn't mean to. It was implied in the grin of a madman part. Calculester, why are you trying to ruin my fun?
It's a matter of perspective, Calculester. Were you to see a table, Damian sees wood to set a flame to, cook his food, or to cook his food. Anyway,
I'm doing great, I just
I'm-
want to say.
I am. So Damian is totally within the right to set it on fire. Calculester is right, Damian. Be responsible. Don't set fire to the table. Set fire to the cafeteria table designated for arson. You know, the green one, in case of needing to be set on fire. Whatever. I can't read the whole thing.
About to say, you're just like trailing off.
I couldn't see all of it over the stuff. Yes, friend Damian. Friend Nerb is correct. We must obey the rules. The rules of Asimov. The rules of Spooky High. The rules of the universe, with all its structure and order.
Fuck structure and order. Fuck Asimov and Spooky High. Fuck the universe. Stupid universe making things like tables you're not supposed to set fire to.
But, Damian, rules are there for a reason. All things are there for a reason. Like the designated arson table. The reason the designated arson table is there is so that you can commit arson.
But I don't want to commit arson that follows the rules. I want to commit arson that sets the rules on fire.
But, friend Damian, if you set the table on fire, surely Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, will give you detention, and you will set nothing more on fire for the day. Whereas, if you set the arson table on fire, you may be free to set many more things on fire for the duration of this day and every day.
Nope.
Thank you, friend Nerb, for helping talk sense into Damian. I think we did a good deed here today. A good deed? At Spooky High? Perish the thought.
So I take it he's like the only symbol of any kind of morality at the school? To an extent.
Cold, logical,
Yeah.
yep.
But you can also, since he's a computer, you can tell him something wrong and he'll go with it sometimes.
Yeah, you can break his logic.
Oh!
Everybody choose something cool. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
A roller coaster.
My totally cool toy collection. Because I'm one of the cool kids.
Dry ice.
Player order is decided based on how important it would be to bring selected thing to our first Mars colony. Start debating now.
I don't know about you. A toy collection sounds really cool to bring to a...
What did you say?
I said a roller coaster.
I mean, dry ice wins. And I would want a sick-ass
Is it
roller
important?
coaster. Yeah. It's carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
You could use it to terraform the planet.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Ronald Scientist, and I'm dating a robot.
I would much rather a sick-ass roller coaster on Mars. My toys can stay at home with me. Week 1 evening.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Get him,
All
Nick
right.
Mutt.
What? Excuse you. All right, so you said... Wait, I'm the yellow one, right?
Yes.
The top one.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep forgetting what colors you're blind to.
The problem is you said yellow and it just looks orange to me. Like
It's
just
vibrant
orange.
orange.
It might be orange.
Okay.
I just
It's
said...
orange-ish.
Because to me it looks yellow, plus the beginning of the game just defaulted to yellow.
We'll just
as
call it
the-
citrus adjacent and move on.
Sure, that's so much easier. It just rolls off the tongue.
Anyway,
So, what did you say she was into? She likes creativity, but what else?
I'm not as versed in this game for this part.
Who are we going with?
Melody,
right
I'm gonna
Zoe.
consult you for
Zoe?
this. The Eldritch Abomination fangirl.
now? You have enough smarts, so you're good on that.
So creativity then?
Do I need to go more into creativity or do I need charm?
Charm.
Okay, so she likes charm.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why it crosses over with Miranda, because they both like charm.
No,
No?
because that's not based on that. It's based on the hearts that you get.
You know what? I'm gonna go with this and hope for the best.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels
This
the team
looks
spirit, leading
familiar.
to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly natural, plus you charm.
Hey, there we go.
So I was playing FOF. Oh
Oh,
god. Okay.
I can, if you want.
No, yeah,
I can do this.
Do you
dude's
Send
voice.
nudes.
Okay, so who has the most obnoxious kid voice? Because this is the voice I would use for it, but I don't want to.
Oh, I was playing FOF.
What do you got? You want to do it?
Let's play FOF. I'm Zoe, let's play FOF.
I'm going to go with him.
Did you just say him and then point to her?
Yeah, her voice is a him, so we'll go with this one.
Alright.
This hurts my voice. So
Do you want me to do it then?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure? Because if it hurts your voice, I don't want you going on, because I don't know how often this guy's gonna pop up.
Not
He doesn't pop out that much.
Oh, I was playing FOF. I'm Zoe. I was playing FOF. I hope that stands for fuck off, faker, because that's what you are. You're a faker.
Where's the option that I drop kick him right in his duckbill?
I'm pretty sure that's coming. What? How do you figure, Leonard? I was just trying to tell Nickmon how much fun I was having.
Being a fake gamer girl? Because if you were a real gamer girl, you wouldn't need to talk about how fun games are. You would just be playing them. A real fan doesn't go around shoving their fanness in people's faces. That's just what girls do because they're just doing it for attention.
I think we all know a guy like him, and we love pissing that person off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leonard, literally, all you do is try to prove that you're a real fan. You're the one who interrupted this perfectly normal conversation.
Fake conversation.
Leonard,
Fake Leonard. No, wait. Real Leonard. Girls are the fake ones.
Fake Leonard.
so are you saying there are no real gamer girls?
I thought I had met one once. She wasn't like all the other girls. Right up until she was when the bitch friend-zoned me and went and dated some asshole Chad Cabra.
Wow.
Cabra.
Can that be
Oh.
my next World of Warcraft character?
Wait, how did that have anything to do with her interest in gaming? Poor Zoe. She's new enough for this whole being a high school girl thing that she has no idea there are no reasoning with the Leonards of the world.
I feel like there's a message here.
Yep.
Can we just have that in like bold letters everywhere?
Maybe it might be a hunch. I might be picking up on a takeaway for this little dialogue. But I think the lesson that I'm supposed to be learning from this is that I really want to dropkick Leonard in the duckbill.
Yep. Not to be a white knight or anything, but you really should step in and find a way to distract Leonard so you and Zoe can discuss absolutely gender-neutral topics like gaming in peace. Distract Leonard by finally creating the perfect real gamer girl profile on Twitter. Tell Leonard that you hear someone saying there's no wrong way to play video games.
Huh. Which one? I choose violence.
The top one is creativity.
What's this one? Would this be smarts?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it would be like coming up with a plan. You know what? Sure.
Hey, it worked!
It is creative. Okay.
You pull out your phone and quickly create a Twitter profile of the first ever legitimate gamer girl.
And that, Zoe, is why you're a stupid faker attention whore who... Oh wait, someone just followed me on Twitter, and I must vet them immediately. Real gamer girl 42069. Oh sure, you're a real gamer girl. Real gamer girl, I'll be the judge of that. I'm a real gamer girl, not like all those other fake gamer girls. Most girls only play games for male attention. Well, that's true. Likes having things explained to me at great length by nice guys, regardless of the depth of my own knowledge and experience on the subject.
Oh no. Good lord.
Finally, someone who appreciates a true gentleman. Dislikes criticism of the patriarchy, coming up with rebuttals rather than immediately agreeing with anyone pointing out my flaws. Now this is a true gamer girl. Excuse me, milady.
Oh dear.
And the Oscar goes to...
Excuse me,
gonna be
milady.
alright?
But I must go to explain her own beliefs back to her. She says she's into that sort of thing.
I couldn't. Whenever I had to say milady, I was just like, oh god.
Jesus. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm fine.
But between you having to voice that and your reaction,
And you realize that in our line of work, we deal with those
oh yeah,
every day.
yeah, that's
I've dealt with those a lot.
I mean, you would as a fake gamer girl. You just attract those guys, don't you?
So does Gabby. There was one time that a dude walked
Oh
up
well,
to her.
are we just gonna start talking about like people that might not have agreed to be talked about on the show? Are we just
Yes.
what? Okay, I mean, cool. Let's go for it. Tell us all about your friend. Please go into great detail about their life.
Well, I mean, I was just saying one thing that she told me.
Oh.
Because there was one time a dude walked up to her, looked her up and down, was like, never mind. Didn't even give her a reason.
I mean, that sounds reasonable. I don't see why you would need a vocal one. Obviously, it's the perfectly logical line of thought.
He said, never mind, you probably don't know much about games anyway.
Wow. Anyway,
Nailed it.
I was playing FOF the other day. Zoe gets to finish her story uninterrupted, and you get to learn about her passions and interests. What a fun and delightful way to gain +2 charm and +1 fun. I hope you use that Twitter account to, like, catfish him and break his little heart.
Funny.
Ruin him.
Hi, Valerie.
Oh yeah, that's the store, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, immediately you're too poor for a couple things.
Which is a shame, because the penguin mask is
Which
great.
one is fun?
Okay, what is the penguin mask?
It leads to one of the secret endings for Polly.
Oh, okay.
It's part of some weird
So
sex
that
maneuver.
one's charm. That one's boldness.
Sorry.
You breaking shit?
Maybe.
Breaking my shit?
Maybe. It fell. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool. Alright, well, I hope I never have to use that again.
This is cool. So would this be bold? No, that'd be.
Look, let me go ahead and squash any beliefs you may have. The shutter shades were never cool.
They weren't, but I need them for fun.
Go ahead and just
No refund.
strike that from
And now you're poor.
I'm poor, but I have shades now.
I don't see how that's a positive for you in any way,
It
shape,
gave
or
me
form.
8 fun instead of 3 fun.
I need boldness.
What you don't need is money.
Exactly.
Good
Wait,
lord.
don't want. I can't, because I can't get fun, can I?
You've got
No, because that's why I went to outdoors to buy.
Okay, well, I'll
fun.
get boldness.
You've got $9, dude. You're fucking loaded.
That day you skip class, yada yada. Encounter 3 wild hyenas, yada yada. Who the
Oh.
fuck runs security here? Yada yada. Anyway, 2 boldness.
I've seen these.
You notice Miranda hunched over her phone, chewing on her lower lip.
Here we go.
She seems nervous about something, so you slide over and ask what's up.
Oh my royal advisor, thank Poseidon you are here. I am lost. My Tinder adventures have yielded a suitor, but he behaves like no suitor I have ever had before. He has not given me his full name and family titles. He has not sent me an elephant laden with gold and jewels. He has sent me only a single word. Hey.
Okay.
Hey? Hey? What does that mean? There is no punctuation, no capitalization, only 3 curious letters. H-E-Y. How can I possibly respond when I do not even know if his father is rich?
It's an acronym. It's holding every Yeti. Every Yeti.
Please, my royal advisor, what should I write in response to this most cryptic of missives?
Let's face it, Miranda, you're still not used to the very complex customs of Tinder. Maybe you should try mimicking the natives. You should go with, hey. Or, Miri, whatever he meant by that, this is your opportunity to stay the higher ground as a societal elite that you are. See his bet and raise it with a more refined, hey.
So do you want to give hey or hey? I mean, the choices are just so appealing.
Meh. Yay.
What a truly excellent idea. I will match his coarse vernacular, but display my good breeding with my capitalization and punctuation. He says, oh, how marvelous to have found a lady of manners on this debauched web network. He's royalty as well. He says that his royal advisor told him to swear off capitalization so as to appear more relatable. But clearly yours was the better advice. An elephant laden with gold and jewels is en route to this location as we speak. Oh, I'm so excited.
How the fuck?
Yeah, let's pretend like you meant for that to happen. You gain
Then
+2
you make more
creativity and +2 money as your share for getting the elephant thing.
Now you
fuck?
Alright!
Now you rich.
Alright, well,
Something happened too.
we'll see what happened to you
There.
next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time.